Hello everyone. Hello. Another session. It looks the same like another one that we had done very recently about tea, coffee, or juices. But I thought since we discussed quite a lot about that, let me just follow it up with a little more in detail of people who are really drinking a lot of tea or they are drinking a lot of coffee. Just share with us some extra knowledge about, all the different types of coffee and different types of tea that, people know of. Because today in the market we find uh, they are brewing new types, right? They are always brewing new types of tea, new types of coffee, and things like that. So today I thought we just discuss something almost related, but what is the variety that is there in the market? So if you are a real connoisseur of, tea or coffee, then you would have an idea about all the varieties that are there in, we touched a little bit, but not in detail about all this. So let's see what we can come up with today. What we can come up with today, and I will give you a little also something about myself. I always put myself into the picture, right? Personal experiences are always the best experiences, right? Personal experiences. And this is something I've always wanted to try and experiment. If ever I get a chance to do it, I would love to do this. So let's discuss about that. I'll just type now an introduction. Um, Okay, let me read that note because I make mistakes, I make errors. Uh, Hello and welcome, all the sleepy Joes who will be waking up soon. So, all the sleepy Joes are those who are in Southeast Asia. They've been having a good nap, hopefully, a good sleep at night, and now it is their waking time, and they will soon be getting up. So, I thought I'd just go a little earlier and just, sit down and wait and see how the traffic moves. So, all the sleepy Joes who are in the Southeast Asian countries and just waking up, and those who have been working, and those who have been what's happening now? Those who have been working hard all day and looking to relax at my live stream. So my live stream is a way of relaxation for you. Okay. uh, Bless you all for being here with me as usual. Very grateful, very thankful for all your support. So let's pin that up. Right, let's pin up that message. Okay, that's pinned up. Right. uh I'll talk later on about something specific, right? I'll talk a little later about something specific. But oh, there was something when I was typing that introductory, I said I must start with, and I forgot now. Oh, what was it about? What was it about? Knock, 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 knock. Okay, it may come back. Three times knocking on either side will jolt electric shock to my brain. So it will start working. So let me read. I may remember what it was. And all those have been working hard. Yeah, but I'll talk about that a little more in detail later on about that. So last time also I was showing Stephen about the different kinds of tea, right? Which my the flavored tea which my uh, daughter had bought for me, and I've got three left. So actually that's nice to have evening tea. Yeah, it's nice to have during evening. Yeah, it's nice to have during evening. It's that special tea. So maybe I will sip and have the tea while I'm doing live stream and make you all keep your tongues hanging out, wanting my tea. So yeah, I just thought I'll go early. Just go early and sit down and wait. I was doing nothing anyhow. Not doing nothing. I was putting together the Canva. The Canva. Yes, that reminds me. That's what I wanted to talk about. I was looking at my second channel, and my second channel, I only have 4 videos. And out of the 4 videos, my last video seems to have got the most views. My first video had the most views, but now my fourth video seems to have got the most views, slightly more, but it's got the most views, 113 or something. And the previous one was 111 or something like that. So uh, I was just looking at, some statistics about it, just looking at statistics, and I went into looking at which countries are watching my second channel, which countries are watching my second channel. So though there are not many views, there's only about some 350 views, but remember they are shorts and videos. Two are shorts and two are videos, but short videos, like 1.5 minute video, and another one is just little past a minute. So not really long videos. So I was looking into the geography, and there's nothing given much about, there's not enough information, I guess, for YouTube. But the only country they showed, watching my videos, I leave it to you to guess. Let me see. I want you to guess. So let me put it up here for my second channel. Can you guess which country is the highest to watch? Highest country. Let me rephrase that whole thing. Uh, Let me guess. Can you guess which country most? Which country watches my second channel videos most? Something is not sounding right to me there. Something not sounding right. Can you guess which country watches my second channel videos the most? Yes, okay. Second channel videos the most. Which country watches my second channel videos the most? Let me see who guesses or comes nearest to guessing the right answer. Let me just read that again. My my fingers my fingers type faster than my brains are thinking. Can you guess which country watches my second channel videos the most? Let me see. Let me see who let me see who guesses or comes nearest to guessing the right answer. Yes, let's see. Let us see. Okay, let's wait. I know it's very early, so let us just wait and let us see. Wait and watch. Wait and watch. Wait and watch. Wait and watch. While while this is happening and while I get some people, let me quickly go and make myself one of the one of the spicy, nice cups of tea. Okay, I'll be back soon. Nobody, nobody. I'm nobody's child. I'm nobody's child. Watch the world go by. You never ever know what they are the people who. If you always gonna be a sleepy Joe. So, the tea that I am having today. Okay, let's first have. It's a company called Tea Fort. Tea Fort. And what I'm having is sweet orange spice. Sweet orange spice black tea. Sweet orange. So it comes like this, and it has the string peeping out, and the tea bag is inside this. It's a very nice container. It's a very unique type of container. It's a very unique type of container. So you open it, and how nicely they shape it, right? How nicely it is shaped. And well, I was never really good in art and craft. Okay, fixed it back again. So that's the tea bag. That's how it comes. And it's now in the cup here. Dip, dip, dip. Quite a lot of tea. Normally it comes 5 grams, no? Normally the tea bag is 2 grams, 2 grams. Normally the tea is 2 grams. Let me see how many grams this bag is. I'm sure it's more. It's not given. Surprising, no? They should be giving all details, but there's no detail about how many grams it is, but it sure looks more. But they've given whatever is in the ingredients. Fragrant, cinnamon, clove, and orange for a classic. So it says fragrant, cinnamon, clove, and orange for a classic that evokes the holidays. Do not, it says in fine print, do not microwave diffuser. Not to microwave it. Just put it, pour hot water. Pour hot water, right? So I'm breaking my rule and having tea during my live stream. I'm drinking something during my live stream. Lovely aroma. Aroma is terrific. Can taste, can taste the tea. Can taste the tea. So it's wonderful taste, wonderful. nice fragrance as you're drinking, and not just the fragrance, but the taste also. It's good. So, 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 so. Leal, have you seen to the dishwasher? Better see before the parents come, they'll get angry. I think better do it and then go for your shower. You know, as a kid, I used to love to eat cinnamon stick. I used to love to eat cinnamon stick. Mom used to keep it mainly for food or for desserts, and I would I would I would just love to eat the cinnamon sticks. Lovely, it was spicy and spicy and flavored together. So I used to enjoy eating it. Not too much, just a small piece. I would take off a stick, break a small piece, and I would have that. So yeah, it's nice. I like the flavor. So this tea also, the fragrance and the flavor, really worth it. Really worth it. Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flavor, beautiful fragrance. It says orange, right? Orange and the cinnamon and cloves. Talking about this, I was just thinking. I will tell my daughter and son-in-law. Maybe I will go to the market with them. It's the weekend, no? Tomorrow will be the weekend. So I'll ask them if they are going. I would like to go with them to the store, to the market, supermarket. And I want to buy a couple of things. So what I'm going to buy is I'll buy a variety of fruit. I'm going to buy a variety of fruit. And when I come home, I'm going to cook the fruit into of a stew. Make it into a stew, a sweet, okay? Sweet stew. Hello, Chona. Chona, you're awake very early. I saw one person on my live stream, but I was wondering who is that person. So thank you, Chona. You're the first one. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you will stay a little long time on my channel till somebody else comes. So tell me, Chona, what do you like to drink, tea or coffee? I think you said you like coffee, right? Last time when we were talking, I think you said you like coffee. But just for today's, what do you like better, tea or coffee? I am drinking tea. Have you seen a tea bag like this? Very different. It's a flavored tea. It's flavored tea. It's got cinnamon, clove, and orange. Cinnamon, clove, and orange. And beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Very beautiful. And see the shape. Nice shape it has, right? The tea bag. And a lot of tea is inside. A lot of tea. Ah, lovely. So, good morning, Chona. What do you like to drink, tea or coffee? Doo-doo-doo, 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 doo-doo-doo. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Okay, so Chona says, yes, I left already coffee almost 2 years and half. Wow. But now I came back drinking coffee. My friends say coffee is good to our body. Hmm. But Chona, coffee has a lot of caffeine. Coffee has a lot of caffeine. So basically, coffee is not really healthy. Coffee is not really healthy. Tea is healthier. Tea is healthier. But I'm surprised you left coffee for 2.5 years and now you came back to coffee. Okay. How many years ago you now started having coffee again? How many years or how many months you started having coffee again? How many months or how many years have you started having coffee again? Sometimes I drink tea in the morning, sometimes coffee with cinnamon. Yeah, this is tea. This is tea with cinnamon, cloves, and orange, and it's got a nice flavor. And see, it's like a leaf. It is like a leaf. It's like a leaf. Even ginger tea is very nice to have. Ginger tea, very very useful. It's very useful also. Ginger tea. Oh, only 2 weeks ago you started having. Okay, 2 weeks ago you started having coffee. Okay, okay, okay. What are all the different types of coffee that you know? What are all the different types of coffee that you know of? Different types of coffee. What are the different types of coffee that you know about? And which type of coffee do you like to drink the most? What are some of the different types of coffee that you know? Names of coffee, and which type of coffee would you like to drink the most? Do, 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 do. I drink coffee, but not too much. I put a little pinch. You put a little pinch of what? Oh, coffee? Coffee powder. Little pinch of coffee powder. Okay. Do you know what are the different types of coffee? Do you know names of coffee? Like they have espresso coffee, right? Espresso coffee, coffee latte. So do you know of any names of coffee? And which type of coffee would you like to drink the most? If you had a chance, which type of coffee would you like to drink the most? Let's say before you used to drink coffee, right? Before. Oh, this is delicious, very delicious. I notice also if I drink coffee, I'm not craving food. Okay, you like black coffee. Okay, I'm having black tea. At the moment, I'm having black tea. This is this is what I'm drinking at the moment. Black tea. This is what I'm drinking at the moment. Black tea. I like black tea. And green tea. I love green tea. Okay, when you drink coffee, you don't crave for food. Hmm. Maybe I don't know. I only drink tea. I know people don't like to drink coffee at night because it will keep them awake. It keeps people awake sometimes. That is because it has caffeine. That's why. Thank you, Chona. Thank you for coming so early. You're the only one here now. Thank you for coming so early. So, did you sleep well? Chona, did you sleep well? Oh, oh, precious moment. When will I see you again? When will we share precious moments? Are we in love? Oh, tell me, is this the beginning? Or is this the end? When will I see you again? Chona, I'm watching your live stream while cleaning. Oh, that's nice. You came to your daughter's house now, right? So, receiving strength, I will arise to show forth that above all else, the honor my school I prize, the honor of my school I prize. Great God of the universe, grant unto I strengthen my fortune, a purpose set free from self matters of selfishness, loyally placed to hand down to others traditions unmixed with alloy. So, receiving strength, I will arise to show forth that above all else the honor of my school I prize, the honor of my school I prize. Do, 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 A lovely flavor, lovely taste, beautiful flavor and taste. Hello, 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 hello. Where is everybody gone, gone, gone? Hello, Pita. How are you? How are you, Pita? So, Pita, what type of coffee? What are different types of coffee or tea do you know of? What do you know about the different types of coffee? What different types of coffee and different types of tea are you familiar with? I'll just be back 1 minute. Sorry about that. Sorry. Yeah, what are the different types of coffee? Like, they have cafe latte, espresso coffee, cafe latte. So they have different types of coffee. So do you know of any names of the different types of coffee or different types of tea? Like they have green tea, black tea, right? Green tea, black tea, bubble tea, right? Quite recently, not recently, but the latest, that bubble tea, everywhere bubble tea. And the bubble tea has so many different kinds of flavors, right? The bubble tea has a lot of flavors. So in coffee, what are the different types of coffee you remember? And if you had a chance, which do you think you would drink the most? So many. I have taught in class, but had no memory of an. So I just forget them, except the instant that I used to drink. You are so funny, Pita. You teach it, but you don't have the memory of an elephant. You forget. Okay, you have tried. Yeah, naturally, if you're teaching all the different types of blends of coffee. I'm sure you might have, had it. Something very different about me. I don't drink coffee, right? Means I can drink like that, but as a rule, I don't drink coffee. Okay, so I don't have a real taste for coffee. But I have always dreamed of something. I've always dreamed of opening a coffee shop. I've always dreamed, okay, of opening a coffee shop, and I will blend my own coffee. Means I will get different types of coffee beans and I will experiment. I will mix them, I will grind them together, I'll mix them in different quantities and create a nice new flavor. So though I'm not a coffee drinker, but I've always had this thing in mind about opening a coffee shop and blending my own coffee, and creating some new taste in coffee. So I don't know how I would be able to do that because I don't have a taste for coffee, right? So uh, it's just a some stupid thing, like it had been in my head for a many years. Like, tea, I only know, like, there is ginger tea, there is lemon tea, there is lemongrass tea, there is different flavor tea, jasmine, rose, and my daughter bought for me many different types of flavors. So the orange spice. So this has cinnamon, it has clove, and it has orange. And the aroma, the smell is fantastic. And see the shape, very nice shape. And this is the tea bag. Quite a lot of tea, quite a lot of tea inside. And at the end of the string, it is like a leaf. At the end of the string, it's like a leaf. Very cute, very cute. This goes into a coffee maker machine. How does it open? How does the machine open it? How does the machine open it? Because here I had to open and take it out. So if I put this into a machine, how does the machine open out the packet? I wonder. I wonder how the machine opens out the packet. I wonder how the machine will open the packet. I know there are those cups. The cups. When you get the flavored cup, the cups go in the machine. That I know. The cups go in the machine because I think the machine perforates the top of the cup, and that's how it blends. But this is a totally different pack. It's fully packed. Yeah, this is not perforated. It's fully boxed up. There's no perforation. There's no perforation. It is very closely boxed up. It's like a box. It opens like a box. There's a flap. There's a flap that goes in. So this is closed up. And they have the leaf hanging out, the string hanging out. But I know those cups. Those cups. You just put it in the machine and it mixes. I'm aware of that. Yeah. You have class today. You have to go to school. Pita, you have to go to school today. Chona was here. She said she was cleaning the house. So she was listening and cleaning. But there was nothing to listen to because I was alone, right? Nobody else here. Pita says, no campaign, no campaign scheduled for today. So I had to stay home, prepare for my trip. Okay, so you're at home only. That's good. That's good. You're going to be away for the whole week or till Tuesday or something like that, right? Coming back on the 12th. Yeah. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right? That's what I was trying to remember. Whole week or Tuesday or something you're coming back. Vaguely, I remember something like that. That's why. Correct. So 12th, you're coming back. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Correct. 12th is Tuesday. So my memory is not bad. My memory is not bad. They gave you 2 days leave, Monday, Tuesday. They gave you 2 days leave. Your boss, your management. I hope you finish all the work that you have to do in the province. I hope you finish all the work. All the best. Yeah, true, true. All the best. I just hope everything goes off well. Today I started to upload Canva, so I will finish the Canva video. Very nice flavor and very nice aroma. I love the flavor and the aroma of this tea. It's nice to have it in the evening. Pita says making coffee here is expensive because coffee granules and other forms are expensive. Right. Do they? So the equipment is expensive too. Do they have any kind of coffee plantations in your area? Do they have any coffee plantations growing coffee in your area or in Mindanao? Do they grow coffee in Mindanao? Okay, I'm just I'm just googling to see if there's. It says on Google, it says there are coffee plantations in the Batangas area. Coffee in the Batangas area. Now, where is the Batangas area? The Batangas area, is that south of the Luzon area, where Manila and all is south of that? Is that the Batangas? Yes, Luzon area, correct, Batangas. So that's what it is saying. It is saying that parts of the Batangas, such as Iban, Lemery, San Jose, Tal, and Tanaon, they have coffee plantations. Oh, so they are all up in Luzon area. It's saying Philippines exports coffee. It's saying Philippines exports coffee. Four varieties of coffee. Four varieties of coffee. Okay, that's interesting. Batangas have the coffee. So if I want to see anything about coffee, I should do it when I'm in Manila. When I'm in Manila, that's the time I should do it. Yeah, the best quality, always export the best quality, keep the worst to give to the people in the country, because they will get more money, right, from exports. So better to give the worst quality to the own people and give the best quality to the foreign people. I will visit some coffee plantations maybe when I go to Manila. Maybe I can leave my baggage in Alex's house and I can go roaming around. I can go roaming around and see some places, because if I'm staying in Cebu, I don't want to keep going to Manila area. Maybe make a trip. You said there is a train going right up to Naga City, right? Hopefully the train has improved the condition of the train. And yeah, maybe I'll take the train and go all the way to Naga or wherever is the furthest station, and then come back again to Manila. You said no, there's a direct train. So I want to try, I want to try some new routes, and I want to experience the train journey in Philippines. So a long train journey would be ideal to experience it. Instant coffees were actually imported through the multinational corporations. Hmm. Imagine importing some type of coffee, instant coffee, and exporting the other coffee. They should produce instant coffee also. So good, you're at home today. That's nice. At least you can prepare for your traveling. We expect the raw and buy the finished. We export the raw and buy the finished product at. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is stupidity, correct? It is stupidity, right? Why not you build a processing plant and do the processing yourself? There are so many things Philippines is still in the backward about, backward about. Let's say I would like to just go and visit a plantation. I just want to know something extra about how they grow it, see for myself how they grow it, what is the procedure, what is the process. And maybe I can ask them also, why do they not process it here and make the instant coffee and all those things? Why not? I would like to do something new, revolutionize something, like, revolutionize something completely different. So I'm just waiting to see. I'm waiting to settle down, properly. And with Philippines, I'll be able to speak and communicate with people in English. So that is so much better, you know, so much better. Okay, coffee from corn. Only the poor people value it. I must taste it. I must try and see what that is like. I don't know why I've been very fascinated with. I don't drink coffee, but I've been very fascinated with coffee from the beginning. From a long, long, many years ago, I've just been fascinated about coffee, and I always thought about blending my own coffee. Actually, on the way to school, there was a quite an old lady, very grumpy lady. She used to sell fresh ground coffee and fresh ground spices. And when you pass by her shop, you get that aroma, of all the blends of the different spices. So, whether it is turmeric or chili powder or anything. She had so many machines, so many different blending machines. She had. And I think that is what motivated me. From that time, it motivated me to have some different kind of blends, create something different, because her spices were really, it was expensive in those years. Okay, in those years I was still in school, but in those years it was expensive. Like, we bought very rarely, we bought from there, like, but it was very expensive. So my mom would just buy like 100 grams, and we would use it very sparingly, like. But that 100 grams may have been equal to buying 500 grams from some other ready-made one. That 100 grams was equal to that 500 grams of buying something else. So my mom used to buy. The name was Kenny. The shop name was Kenny. I believe it closed down because after her kids and all were not interested. My God, I should have been her kid. I would have been very interested to take over her shop. So I think, from those years, from the school days, I've been very interested in this blending, blending, making something new, creating something new. That is why. When our instant coffee dry out, my mom is making us rice coffee. Really? Rice coffee, corn coffee? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. When I come to Philippines, I must find out more about all this. I must find out more about all this. I'm just interested in coffee. I don't know. And maybe not coffee. I'm interested in blending. That's what I'm interested in, blending. And I think coffee is mostly drunk in all parts of the world. I think mostly people are coffee drinkers compared to tea. My tea is turning cold. I don't like cold tea. Lovely tea. I don't like cold tea. I like hot. I'll find out when I come to settle in Cebu. I will do some more research into finding out things like that. I'm quite looking forward to staying in Philippines. I'm looking forward. It's a new life. Let us see how I can settle down there. I hope I'll settle down there. I will know in the first 6 months. I'll give myself 6 months to see how things are. So let me see how it works out in the first 6 months, how things work out for me. Because I have to keep renewing my visa, right? I have to keep renewing my visa. I have to check on all the formalities to do that. I was looking if I go to the Macton office, it is easier, it is better to go to the Macton office than to go somewhere else. I don't know. Let me see. I asked that person to give me more information about the studio apartment in near IT Park. I want to really know details about the contract and how much it is and the rent, and I want all those details properly because I like to do my research in advance, right? So I want to get down to settling there as soon as possible. So let me see how things go. But I'm really looking forward to that. But I want to be prepared, like make out my budget and do all those things. Because the person said that the wet market, I have to take a jeepney ride to the wet market. So I'll have to find out all those details. So I like to Google on a map and see uh, where things are, how far they are. So when I go there, at least I'll have some idea, some idea. And he won't be there. He won't be there when I go. He won't be there. He's there in the month of May. He's coming in the month of May for 3 weeks. But I will be going only in June, right? I don't know. Let me see. As soon as he tells me which date I can shift into that place, which date, then I'm good to go. But I hope he tells me in advance because I have to buy tickets. Tickets are expensive. So if I book a ticket in advance, it would be much cheaper. I'm keeping on asking him for details, but I'm not getting enough details from him. So I don't know. So I don't know if I can. So I will check. I will check about the coffee. I will check all about the local coffees, rice coffee, corn coffee. I'll check and see any other coffee they have. Leather coffee, leather coffee, grape coffee, apple coffee. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Oh, we are having a lot of fun talking about coffee. Stephen, have you ever heard of rice coffee and corn coffee? Have you ever heard of rice coffee and corn coffee? So I am going to make grape coffee and apple coffee. I was just mentioning, Stephen, I don't know why from a young age I've always wanted to have, I wanted to make blend of coffee, create some new coffee, like, by blending the coffee beans. And though I'm not a drinker of coffee, but I don't know why from a young age, and just now talking to Pita, it made me realize I it's not just coffee, it is a question of blending, because on the way to school opposite our house, across the road actually, there was a lady, an elderly lady. She used to sell, she used to grind her own spices, she used to grind and she used to sell. And the aroma, as you passing a shop, it was such a small shop, but as you're passing a shop, the aroma was terrific, like, terrific it was. And everything was so nice and pure. It was very expensive in those days when I was in school. It was very expensive in those days, but the end product was fantastic, fantastic if you use those spices. And she had so many different types of blending machines in those days. They were the big huge cast iron, like, cast iron kind of stuff, with a funnel and all, like, coming down. So she had so many of that, those blending machines. And she used to blend her own coffee, and she used to blend her own spices, anything like turmeric and coriander and everything. She used to just be blending everything herself. She used to buy the original good brand and grind it herself. So I think, that's what got me interested in blending, you know grinding different types and creating some new product. And that's why it has always been in my mind. And I guess I related that to the coffee beans, because our coffee also used to smell nice, like, when you're passing by. So I think that is why I was interested. Yes, even I've never heard, but Pita was saying that they have the local brand, the local brand. The poorer people, they cannot afford all this, Nescafe and all these kind of, branded stuff. So they are having rice coffee and corn coffee. So I said I must really find out. Yeah, I've heard as a youngster. I heard of this chicory coffee. Okay, it grows from those kind of plants. Okay, okay. So that means it's growing wild. The chicory coffee is growing wild over there in your area. So people like pluck it. They pluck it, or harvest it, or whatever it is, and take it home and make. They are allowed to do that. I've heard of chicory coffee, but I heard of it only when I was young. After that, I've never heard. Now, after a long time, from you, I'm hearing about that name again, chicory coffee. I don't know if I remember correctly or not. I don't. I cannot remember really. But is it like something like a soft? Like coffee beans are very hard. Coffee beans are very hard. But is the chicory a type of a soft seed? Soft seed, or I don't know. Something I remember about this name chicory from school days. Now that you mention it, it comes back to me. And I think that was some kind of soft bean or something. Like normally coffee beans are very hard. So I don't know. Is that the chicory? I must find out about this. Yes, wild. You could see roots. I don't know of anyone that uses it regularly. Oh, but no, in my school days, now that you mention it, I remember in my school days, chicory. Let me Google and see. But I have no idea what it is like. Let me see. Chicory. I'm very interested, People used to mix it in their coffee to make it last longer. Mm, right, right. You know, many things, many things you say, Stephen, it brings back a lot of memories, like, from childhood days also. Chicory coffee. Chicory coffee, New Orleans. Chicory coffee, Canada. Chicory coffee benefits. Chicory coffee side effects. Chicory coffee substitute. Wow. Chicory coffee. A healthy alternative to coffee. Ah, correct what you said. Chicory coffee is made from minced and roasted chicory roots. It provides inulin fiber, manganese, and vitamin B6. Mm. Made from roasted chicory root, chicory coffee is often considered a New Orleans staple. New Orleans. Okay, while it has good benefits, it can also cause harm. Ah, it is caffeine free. It is caffeine free. Right? They have said you can mix it with other kinds of coffee. You can brew it with other kinds of coffee. Mm. The leaves of the chicory plant are used in salads, are used in making salads. So chicory roots are used. That's why you also said, Stephen, chicory roots. It's caffeine free. Very interesting. Very interesting. Wow. Stephen, you bring back memories of something I heard vaguely, I heard vaguely like about chicory coffee. Never knew it was made from the roots. See, every day is a learning process. Every day is a learning process. Every day is a learning process. I will have to try the leaves. It actually will grow in my yard if I wait too long to mow it. Yeah, it's good, Stephen, to grow, and try and use it. It might be very useful. It says it has side effects also. Uh, I did not read anywhere about the side effects. It's saying chicory is normally with New Orleans. New Orleans. Okay, let me see anything about side effects. Oh, respiratory symptoms like asthma. Respiratory symptoms like asthma. Anything to do with respiratory system is a danger, right? Abdominal pain, flatulence, bloating, and other digestive problems because it has too much of fiber. It has too much of fiber, that's why. It says it can be used in small quantities and it can be used in small portions, so small quantities, and on short term basis. It says, and on a short term basis, not to have it over a prolonged period of time. It is a rich source of potassium, and therefore it helps maintain a healthy blood pressure level, which also reduces the risk of heart disease. Good. High potassium, so reduces blood pressure and reduces the risk of heart disease. So worth having it. Worth having it. It has more good effects than side effects, and the side effects are just digestive system, abdominal pain. But the good benefits are much better. Grow it, Stephen. Grow it, and try to use the leaf for salad. It is of benefit, much lot of benefits. I just remembered I didn't mention sassafras tea yesterday. I haven't made any in a long time, but it is made from sassafras roots. Wow. Let me Google that now. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. Mm. Sassafras tea. What is this now? Sassafras tree is popular for its root beer like flavor. Root beer. Steven, root beer. Root beer like flavor and aroma. It says it can be used as a medicine also. Oh, they are saying before it used to be like a household staple diet, like, household, but now it's harder to find. Sassafras is a tree That's native to certain parts of North America and Eastern Asia. Oh, I wonder where in Eastern Asia. It's a tree. It's a tree. And it is used to treat ailments like diarrhea, colds, skin diseases, and much more. So, lots of good positive things. It can be used in food. It can be used in food and brewing tea. Wow, Stephen. Okay, it says it contains saffrol, a compound that has been banned by the Food and Drug Administration due to its potential toxic effects. Ah, Stephen, very good. Never ever heard of this. See, Stephen, all the information you give is never useless. It's always good information. So it's something new. Like I've never heard of sassafras. I've never heard of this at all in my lifetime. And I'm a tea drinker, but I've never really heard of this. The pre-made tea are expensive. It was given that from the root bark, you boil the root bark in order to make the tea. From the sassafras, you boil the root bark and for 15 to 20 minutes, and that's how you get your tea. Yes, yes. Having it at short terms, on short terms and all, right? Not on a long term basis or not high quantity, I guess, right? So you already have it growing on your property. Turn it into a commercial business. Turn it into a commercial business. Yeah, so see, I learned something new today. Two new things about. Never knew. Yeah, chicory. Chicory leaves, put it into your salad. Put chicory leaves into your salad. Yeah, that would be nice. don't know how the saffron banned by. They say there is a thing that comes out called saffrol, SAFFROLE, saffrol or something. They said, uh, and that where is it? Something about saffrol, ROLE. It's ending in. Uh, The use of saffras has become controversial over the past few decades. That's because it contains saffrole, SAFROLE. It contains saffrole, a compound that has been due banned by the FDA due to its potentially toxic effects. So it may be because they are using it as a drug, right? Toxic effect. So they must be using it as a drug, like all the other drugs that they have. So maybe because of that, uh, you know, maybe because of that, they have banned it. But lots of health benefits. Commercialize your business, the root bark, dry it or something, or crush it or something, like how tea leaves, you get it like dust or crushed. You can do something like that and make it into a commercial business. But it's very good for high blood pressure and reduction of heart diseases. It helps in increasing urine production, so it takes the toxic waste out of your body. It helps to flush out extra water in the body. It has a lot of benefits, Stephen. Saffras, lots of benefits. They have not banned the saffras tea, they've only banned the sufferol, which is causing as a toxic, so they've only banned that, not the saffras tea, you know. They have banned that sufferol, and they have banned the sufferous oil, which was used for food. The sufferous oil, which was used for food. So if your sufferous tea is free of sufferol, so there, I don't know what's the real physical difference, but sufferol is something in the sufferous plant. So if that is removed and you're not using that, then it's good to go. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Right, right. FDA, yeah. So sad. Imagine something that can grow wild also, right? Pita, Pita, my hands also are waving out. My hands are waving out also. Uh, they can't stop me from making my own dough. Yes, you're right. It's on your property. It's your property. It's growing wild, right? You're not purposely cultivating it. It's growing wild on your this. So, and you're using it for your own consumption. You're not selling it. You're not selling it. You're not creating a business. So, yeah, they can't stop you from doing that. It's your own consumption. So, and if any problem, you can always say, "Excuse me, I'm using Safaras. I'm not using Safarol." Right? You can differentiate the two. Then they say, "Oh God, this fellow knows his work. He knows. So let's not mess with him." And if we mess with him anymore, we'll get an arrow in our butt. So let's stay far away from Stephen. Stephen, try it and let me know. Let me know what it is like, okay? Let me know what it is like. I always like to experiment with the new, like, I always like to experiment with the new. Yeah, so my trusted Google. My son used to be working for a company, and the boss used to come to him. It was a lady boss, and would come to him and say, Mikey, can you just find out about X, Y, Z? This information, can you find out? And like in 15 minutes, half an hour, my son would come back with a whole heap about it, information, and say, take a printout and say, here it is. And she said, Mikey, my employees have been working with me for so long, and they will take days and days to get me information. How do you get me all this information so soon? And my son said, oh, it's simple. Just go to Google. And she said, Google? What is Google? She said, what is Google? And he said, Google. You go on the internet and you go to Google, and on the internet you can get everything, whatever you want information, you will get it, very fast. So from that day onwards, so he showed her how to go onto internet and how to go to Google. She said, "Oh, this is how you get it so soon." He said, "Yes." So from that day, he was nicknamed Google. So if anybody wanted to know anything, they were told, "Go to Google." What they meant was to go to my son. He was nicknamed Google. Go to Google, he will help you out. Oh, I tell you, imagine how people know, like, and I'm not talking about many years ago. I'm not like talking about many years ago, but yeah, they would say, go to Google, he will help you out. Even that much, they wouldn't go to the internet and Google and check, No, they'll come to my son to go and find out. Ah, it grows in southern Ontario. Okay, did not know about that. Okay, it grows in southern Ontario. It said Northern America. It said in parts of Northern America. It said parts of Northern America, but it's saying, it said about what? New Orleans. No, I think I said New Orleans, right? Ohio, no, New Orleans. Oh, I forget now. I think they mostly gave about New Orleans. Oh, it's gone off now. Ah, yes, it's given here. Southern Maine and Ontario. It's a native. It's a native of North America from southern Maine and southern Ontario, west to Iowa, and south to central Florida and eastern Texas. Wow, eastern Texas, southern Florida. Where is Texas? Where is Florida? Where is Maine? Maine is more closer to Ontario. What different pockets it's available? See, I went to find out something more about it and it took me to a different website. Yeah. So in Maine, Maine, Maine. Maine, I think, is near New York and all, right? Maine, near New York or something. I think so. I'm not sure. Yeah. Google says it grows in Philippines. Wow. It is used mainly for the root beer. root beer. Stephen, I sometimes, I sit down and I just think back, I think back and I feel like for my live stream, I feel like I've done a good thing of giving topics. I think I've done a good thing of giving topics, and I think like based on various topics that I come up with. Now we did last time tea, coffee, tea, or juices, right? But something told me today is like let's just explore more about coffee and tea. Like we did not do so much about it last time, though of course I brought my today I had this, Stephen. I just finished drinking sweet orange spice black tea. It is made up of cinnamon, clove, and orange. Quite a lot of. Normally the tea bag has, I think, about 2 grams. It has about 2 grams of tea, but this looks like a lot of tea. It looks like a lot of tea. And at the end of the string, there is a very cute leaf, very cute leaf. The leaf came out from the string, but very cute, right? A cute leaf, like. So yeah, and see how the tea bag, it opens from here. It's got a little flap. It opens from here. The tea bag, cute, no? Very cute. How they must be printing the labels, how they must be printing it in this shape. Very pretty. And then it folds in like this, and then the flap goes in there into the groove. So cinnamon, cloves, and orange, and black. It's a black tea. So I use this. Normally, it's nice in the evening just to have a drink of tea. Then these flavored ones are nice to have in the evening. But for breakfast, when I'm having bread, butter, or something, then the ordinary tea is okay. The ordinary black tea. But very cute, this leaf. Very cute. I'm very fascinated with the leaf. Very fascinated. Very cute. So I just had a cup of the flavored tea. So you see, Stephen, from our topics, we come to know a lot of things. Like we are learning every day, we are learning something new. Like for me, this saffras and this chicory. Chicory I heard of, but I did not know it was a root, the root that is boiled. And now saffras also says the root bark. So I'm not too sure whether it's a root or a bark, or a root and the bark of the tree is boiled. I have no idea. I have no idea. Stephen, make a video of the saffron tree. Make a video of the saffron tree. It'll give us a good idea, better idea. At least I would be interested. I would be interested. See, you want content, right? You want content. Yeah, I'm giving you ready-made content. Like I told you, if you just look around your house also, like I said, you go out anywhere, just shoot videos, or anywhere around your house, like shoot. Now here we got a nice subject, the saffron tree, and it might help so many people, to come to know something new about it, right? Like I have never heard of it in my life. Never heard of a saffron tree in my life. Chicory, I remember as a kid, but saffron, chicory, if I'm not mistaken, in my days, they used to come as a small cake. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you remember. But the chicory tea, that's why I said, is it soft? Like coffee beans are hard, but chicory used to come in cubes, like it used to be packed in cubes in like cellophane paper. Cubes it used to be packed, and it was soft, it was soft. It was more like people used to chew tobacco, you know so like it used to come in these cubes with cellophane, and yeah, in small packs like that, rectangular shaped packs it used to come. And they used to break that and put it into the water and boil it. That's what I can remember now about chicory. Like, that's what I remember about it. So I don't know how it was sold in the US and things like that, chicory. But in India, I know that is how it was sold in Bombay. I remember that. Uh, or we call them weeds because we are not familiar with them. It is related to bay. Now I do not know that. Maine is northeast US. Okay, Maine is northeast US. So, okay, it is related to bay. We call them weeds because we don't really know. I have thought of making homemade root beer with it, but haven't actually done it. The alcohol content is extremely rare. But does root beer have alcohol? I thought root beer is just a form of beer which is non-alcoholic. I thought that root beer, like root beer, you get it at A and W. A and W. They serve very good breakfast. A and W in Canada. I don't know if they are in the US, but in the Canada there is A and W. It stands for Olin or Olwin and somebody, two people who joined together and made it. So A and W. A and W, but and is a short form. A and W. And good breakfast you get there. So I know they sell root beer, so it's not alcoholic. So to me, like it was not alcoholic. So I don't know about this root beer. I don't know about the root beer you want to make at home. There are several wild edible plants that grow on my property. Hmm. Have you tried them, Stephen? Have you tried those edible plants, like what they are? Make videos of this, Stephen. Come on, you have so many things on your property, you know. Um, and okay, maybe people around your area know about these things, but the general people around the world, like, I know, I have never heard of it. So what are these edible plants? What are their names? What part of it you can eat? What part is edible, what is not edible? So, like how they said about the leaves, like, correct, the leaves of the uh, saffras and all, you can use it for salads. So these are useful things. Like when I went to Thailand, one day that Thai family, I went out for food, and they told me, "Oh, why don't you eat this?" And I said, "What is this?" It's like part of a salad, like part of a salad. And Thailand, they are very into salads. They're very into salads, and there are so many different kinds of leaves are there. Plants are there which they are eating as a salad. Can you believe it? They eat okra, raw okra. They eat it as a salad. The raw okra is there. They just bite it and they eat it as a salad. They don't cook it. They may cook it. I don't know, but they eating it as a raw salad. So they gave me this little thing to eat. And then I said, but what is it? They said it's the tube of a lotus flower. The tube of a lotus flower. And I said, what? A lotus flower tube? And when we came out, there was a pot with some lotus growing. And so they told me, see, this is the plant. I said, I know lotus. I said, but the tube of the lotus, I never knew. You could eat it. It's edible as a salad. And very tasty it is. I like it. That's what I enjoy about Thailand is the food, and there are so many herbal things like herbal in the sense like plant form that you can eat as a salad raw. Long beans, when we used to buy long beans and all, we are always long beans, French beans, we are always cutting and cooking it up. They eat long beans as a salad. So I began. Today I was showing my grandchildren a video of mine making salad, and they said, what is this? I said, long beans. Oh, grandpa, you put this into the salad? I said, yes. So I began eating the long beans as a salad, like how you eat a cucumber or something So I began to eat long beans like that, and I relish it. And even okra now, I can eat it raw. Before, when you take the okra, no, but it must be tender, the smaller ones which are tender and nice. But yeah, I eat it raw. So Stephen, I've given you good subjects to shoot for your video. Okay. Yes, so that I would be able to identify it if I could see one here in my background too. Yes. Yes, here saffras should be dug in every month that has an R in it. Wash the roots and pare the back of it, and pare off the back of the roots. Okay. All the months in R. So January, February, March, April, September, October, November, December. These are the months with these are the months. So from the first 4 months of the year, the first 4 months of the year and the last 4 months of the year. Wow. First 4 months of the year and the last 4 months of the year. New discovery. January, February, March, April. May, June, July, August. No R. And then August, September, October, November, December. Wow. First 4 months of the year and the last 4 months of the year. Very good. Easy to remember, right? Easy to remember. First 4 months and last 4 months. So from October right up to April. From October right up to April. That means they are not summer crops. They are not summer crops. May, June, July, August. They are not summer crops. Okay. That's another way of remembering it. It's not summer crops. May, June, July, August. No saffras. Okay, so that's another thing. Nice to know. Purchase soda root beer has no alcohol, but homemade gets it carbonation from fermentation. Okay, so only when you make it at home that. Okay, now talking about this, let me tell you a very interesting incident. I had a good friend, very nice. He was very helpful. When we were in Dubai, a very helpful guy. When we were in Dubai, and then we could in Alain, we couldn't get visas for our children because our salaries were very low. We couldn't get visas. We had to send our kids back to India, and the servant who looked after them when they were small, she was willing to come back and work for us full time. So she came to work for us full time. But this young fellow, he used to help our kids, when they bought their books, he would sit down and cover the books, we had in those days, cover the books with brown paper and stick labels on top of the books and write the name on the labels. So he sat down and he did all that for them. And every day he used to pass by and find out how they are doing, So, very nice guy he is. So, he never ever got married because he looked after all his nephews and nieces. They would produce babies and then they would get busy with their work, and he was the one that used to look after. He was teaching also. He even became the principal of a school and all there in Pune. But a very, very helpful fellow, very nice, very jovial fellow. He can make you laugh from beginning to end. Okay, so coming back to his story. One day we went to the wholesale market and he bought pineapple, lots of pineapple. And he said, I am going to make pineapple wine. Now, he's very good in cooking, he's very good in making stuff, but he was trying wine for the first time. So he brought a lot of pineapples and we went home and cut it and all that. I helped him to cut it and all. And well, he started putting it into a jar and all. And then he gave me one jar. He gave me one jar and he said, okay, keep it. Now it has to ferment. I said, okay. I don't know anything. I don't even drink wine, correct? But in those days, I used to be drinking hard liquor. So he said, you keep the wine. So I said, okay. I took it there. One day, we kept it on top, in our kitchen. We had a kind of a loft. We kept it on top. One day, I suddenly found all the things spilling over. All the things spilling over. I said, oh shit, what is happening? I looked at it, all froth, all froth. I said, oh my God, it's turned bad. Oh no, what to do with it? I emptied the full thing down the drain. I emptied the full thing down the drain because my wife said, hey, throw it out, don't keep it. I emptied it out in the drain. In the evening, I went to his house and I told him, Percy, what, when you gave me that thing, whole thing started frothing and all that. Anything froths, we say it's turned bad, like pickle and all froths, it's turned bad, right? So immediately he said, what you did? I said, I threw it off. Hey, stupid fellow, man. He said, that is fermenting. That is it. It's turning into wine. It's fermenting. Why did you throw out all that? I said, I got scared. And even my wife said, throw it out. We just threw it out. It fell all over the top, and leaking and all that. He said, no, it is fermenting. But good you told me, let me go. And then it goes through another process, like you have to take it out, you have to strain it, you have to take it out, you have to strain it again, and, all those things he was telling me. So he did all that. And then after a couple of weeks or something, when I visited him once, he said, we were talking and all, and I asked him, hey, Percy, what happened about the wine? He said, oh, good, you reminded me about it. Let me check. So we went and checked it, and he said, oh, the wine is very good. Now, he said, this is the first time, and you said it fermented and all these things happened. So he said, I don't have any experience. Now, we need to taste this. We need to taste this. Now, who is going to taste it? Who is going to taste it and find out whether it is okay? So neither was he willing to, neither was I willing to taste. So he's thinking. Then I'm laughing, but it's so sad. So he had his grandmother at home. His grandmother, okay. They used to call her Nana Bertie. Nana Bertie. She had lost her husband years ago. So Nana Bertie. So he said, we'll give it to Nana Bertie. Because if anything happens, no problem. Nana Bertie has lived a life. We'll give it to Nana Bertie. I said, hey, don't be so mean. No, man, somebody has to taste it. Let's give it to Nana Bertie. Nana Bertie, you want? I made some pineapple wine. Would you like to taste the pineapple wine? And Nana Bertie, the good old Anglo-Indians, they loved all this, wine and drinking and all that. So she said, yes, give me some, give me some. So he poured and he gave her. And we are both looking at her, okay? We are both looking at her drinking the wine. And she drank it and she said, it's very nice. She asked for some more. So he gave her a little more. And we said, okay, all right. Then next day we met again. How's Nana Bertie? Is it okay? He said, oh yes, Nana Bertie is fine. Nothing is wrong with her. Everything is good. Yay, the beer worked. I mean, the wine worked. The wine worked. So then he gave me a bottle and he said, okay, here, take this bottle now and you can have and taste it and see. So that is the story of Nana Bertie and the pineapple wine. What he was really a rum fellow. What he used to come out with jokes, and he'll talk about everybody in the neighborhood, and We really used to laugh. Then when we used to go for vacation, every alternate year we used to go for vacation, like every evening he will come over. Every evening he will come over, and we are just laughing from beginning to end, laughing beginning to end. Very nice, very jovial chap. His brother migrated to Australia many years back, got his own business and all in Australia. So they went there to settle down, but he doesn't like the life there. It's very boring. He has to sit at home the whole day. He cannot work because they were still in the process, So he couldn't work. So he said, very boring. He came back and he used to tutor a lot of students. He's into business and economics and accounting. And he is a good teacher and he used to make money. So he's come back and he's making a lot of money and he's very happy back home in India. He will go back to complete his time and get the Australian citizenship, like his Australian PR card. He'll go back to complete the time and get it. But he said, I want this. Unless I get a job and I can teach over there, then only I will stay in Australia. But otherwise, no. And then snow also, like, correct? He doesn't want to stay there. He was in Melbourne. So, yeah, so we'll never forget about Nana Bertie and the pineapple wine. So when you make it at home, it is fermentation, and that is why alcohol. Okay, understand now. Purslane grows as a weed on every continent except Antarctica, and it is considered a sugar food full of antioxidants. Okay. Raw green beans and peas are good. Yes, I never knew about peas, but yeah, I see people as they are cleaning peas, they are eating also, and it is sweetish. The pea is really sweetish. Uh, so yeah, raw green beans and peas are good. I tried to make apple wine once, but forgot about it, and when remembered, the seal was broken and the wine had all evaporated. I never tried it again. Wow, it even evaporated. Correct. Apple wine. They have the apple cider also, no? Apple cider that they use for cooking, right? Apple cider is used also in cooking, I think, right? So, uh, right, right. I don't have a hand for making all these things. I don't really have a hand for cooking. But my daughter and my grandchildren, two grandsons, they ate a piece of chicken wing today. It was spicy, but they enjoyed it. So I said next time when I make, I will put less spice. Then we can add more spice for us. Cook with less spice and then remove some and keep it aside and then put in more spice and we can eat adults. And keep some for them without spice. But they enjoyed and even my daughter wrote from office, Daddy, very tasty, Dad. Yeah, so that is really good, Stephen. Uh, I don't know about cooking with apple cider, but people drink a lot of it. I like it when it first starts to ferment, but not when it turns to hard cider. Okay, okay. One thing what I liked, Stephen, in America when I first, I used to go to Geneseo, right, to visit my son, and in the part of his part of his work time, he took to work in the school canteen, the college, the school canteen there. So he took up that, so over there, when we had to pay for the meal, if we had a meal over there, we had to pay for it when we went to visit. But of course, the other students paid, but we had to pay a normal fare. They got a discounted thing. But when we went there, he introduced us to cranberry juice. And I really kind of got addicted to the cranberry juice, and they say the cranberry juice is really healthy. So I did not find much of the cranberry juice in Dubai. But when we came to Canada, I saw a lot of cranberry juice and I used to buy it in the beginning, but it did not taste the same. The ones that we had in the US over there in Geneseo, the root that cranberry was really good, the cranberry juice, that I got addicted to it. But when I bought it in Canada, I did not like the taste of it. There was something completely different. So yeah, I enjoyed cranberry juice a lot. And they say it's very good, cranberry juice. They say cranberry juice is very good also for health. So yeah, so that's one thing that I had in the US. Very nice cranberry juice. Yeah, many people drink apple cider also. Yeah, they would drink apple cider also. Yeah, I don't know. I will take a look at your video after the live stream. Okay, Steven? I'll take a look. Today I went into my second channel. I went into my second channel and I began to look at all the shots or Pita's website, Pita's YouTube channel, and all the shots. And I like left comments on all the shots. So I'll do the same also in due time. I'll do the same videos over the weekend. So, from my second channel. So I suddenly thought today, I went on to my second channel. I was looking at some analytics, and then I suddenly thought, I said, oh, I think only few times I have responded, to uh, I respond from my Burton channel, but from my second channel, Hector, I have not responded much. So I said, let me respond, see and respond to all your videos and your this. So next time onwards, I can do it when it comes out the first time. Do it and finish up, right? So now I'm just spending time, watching and going through everything. So, yeah, I just started with Pitas. I finished all her shots. Now I'll go on to your video next. Maybe tomorrow I'll go on to your video. I'll look at or later tonight, and I'll do all the shots. I'll do all the shots, and later on I'll go to Pita's videos, and then I'll go to your videos. Or if your videos are less, I think your videos are less, few. I'll finish your videos first, and then go to Pita's videos. So I'll start with your shots tonight or tomorrow. Let me see. So, give you all extra time, you know. But for the watch hours, the shots are not counting towards watch hours. Okay, shots are not counting towards watch hours. Shots are only counting towards views. And so for monetization, you have to reach 10 million views. 10 million views. But people are getting, Stephen, people are getting 216 million views. People are getting like this on YouTube. I don't know how they are so lucky. I was looking today at some videos. They are really getting subscriptions. They are getting into like hundreds of millions subscribers they are getting. Here I'm struggling just to reach 1,000 subscribers, and they are getting into 100 million subscribers. Hundreds, huh? Not 100, hundreds, like 200, 300 million subscribers they are having. Of course, some of them have been in YouTube for a long time, 2010, 2015, 17. They've been many years on YouTube. We are just starting now like fools, like fools we are starting now. People have started years ago. It was very difficult at that time. And, there were not so much of apps and all, to work on making videos. So those people struggle, they have really struggled. So if they are very successful now, they have come through a long way, right? But they have made it a business. They have made YouTube a business. And the things they know about YouTube and about all the other apps, they are only full-time studying this. They are doing no other work. This is their business. They have employed experts. So one person will only do the content, another person is only looking at thumbnails, another person is getting material. Each one is doing, each professional is doing their own task, and then it's all being put together. That much they are able to pay professionals in the business, in the YouTube business that they have. So you can imagine how much of revenue they are earning in YouTube. And according to some of them, I was looking, like they are literally earning over six-figure salaries. Like YouTube, they're earning over six figures in the year. Over six-figure salaries in the year. So like per month they are making hundreds of $1,000s, hundreds of thousands of dollars they are making every month. So that is the potential of YouTube. I was looking, that is the potential of YouTube. How much money, you don't have to do any other work, right? Spend your full day only with your laptop, spend your full day, and you can earn that much money. So, and mostly, what are their videos about? How are they earning money? What are their videos about? Their videos are just instructing others how they can use it. That's it. How they can use features in it. That's it. And that's how they are making. Now, I'm trying something like that, but I'm not getting many views. I'm not reaching people. So I don't know. Uh, I don't know sometimes where we are going wrong, how we are not reaching those million people, those thousands of people, how our videos are not reaching them, but other people's videos are reaching. Like there is a girl in a two-piece bathing suit, okay, two-piece bikini she's wearing, and she's got a stick in her hand and she's hitting a pool of water. That's it. She's only hitting a pool of water, and she like got some 615 million views. 615 million views in a bikini hitting the water with a pole. But that means there are 615 million people that are ready to watch a video like that. So how come some of our videos may be very nice to look at, and yet we don't get even 1,000 views, So yeah, we just keep trying and hope for that one breakthrough, But a bikini banging a pool of water with a piece of wood, a pole or something, 615 million views. I don't know. I haven't been to look at Pito's videos that premiered today. Unfortunately, I think her premiere was very short. If I'm not mistaken, her premiere 2 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 2 minutes or something. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. So it was very short. I expected it to be long, but this is something she set aside a long time ago. She's got videos set up already to launch every day till the end of March. But now she's starting to make longer videos. I saw one video of hers. It was like for 32 minutes, 31 minutes some seconds, so almost 32 minutes. I saw one video of hers, 32 minutes. It's about traveling from east to west, from CDO to Elegant City. So it was about 32 minutes, so that was good. It's a long video, so if people see it, and at least I know the people who are on my channel. It's the same people that come. I'm not getting any new. I'm not getting new people visiting my channel, right? I'm only having the same people. But if you see other channels, you see like Manang's channel, you see like Iya's channel, how many people are interacting? 93, 94, 100 and something people are interacting. Rosemary's channel, see how many people are interacting, but they have many thousands of subscriptions. But the thing is, so many people are interacting on their channel, so the watch hours are very high. With more people watching, the watch hours are very high. But if you see, like on my channel, I'm not really getting new people. If you see now, I'm trying to increase my caption, my titles. I'm putting a lot of extra hashtags into my titles. If you see now recently, I'm trying to do so many things to attract new people to my channel. But if you see on my live stream, it's only the same people who are coming every time, so I'm so happy that at least y'all are there supporting me. So like I said, I'm waiting for you and Pita and my sister has also not put out videos for a long time. But once you'll go live stream, once you'll go, I want to also give that support to all of you. That's why I watch your videos throughout. Even I may not see other people's videos for a long time, but three of you I'm going to patronize. Y'all are like my prodigies, like correct, my prodigies. So since I have encouraged y'all to start it, I want to be with y'all. The whole journey of yours. I also want to be there because all of you make an effort to come on my live channel, and unless you have something else to do, many of you are staying from beginning to end. So I want to give back. I want to give back to you also. That's why my first thing is to try to arrange some extra subscriptions because your subscriptions are low. Because I know when people see, oh, this fellow has only 20 subscriptions. How long? Oh, 1 month, 2 months, only 20 subscriptions. And they think, that means the videos are not too good, not worth it. you know. But if it is like, oh, this person has been just 1 or 2 months, but oh wow, in just 2 months he's got 200 subscribers. Oh, that must be something good about his video. Let us go and see. Then people are motivated. There are so many factors I feel like. So I feel subscriptions also are one factor. Subscriptions also are one factor which can motivate people to have a look at a video or something. Doesn't matter if they don't look at the full video, but if they come on the channel, at least it's something. So so all of you are giving, and now we have got this kind of a hack, through Rosemary, right? Through Rosemary, leave your thing on, not just when you're going to sleep, because what I have realized also is, when you're going to sleep or you're going out, whatever it is, you may leave it on, but then at some time your laptop, your desktop, your whatever it is, it's only programmed to run for a certain amount of time, then it shuts down, right? It sleeps, it goes to sleep. And I'm sure when it goes to sleep, the videos are not really playing, correct? The videos are not really playing. So even if it's on the whole night, your phone goes off, after some time. That's why you have to log in again. If it has a password, you have to log in again to open your phone, like, correct? So it goes off. So what I realize is, like, if I'm doing some if like let's say now I was making a video, right? I made my cooking video. My cooking video is for 1 hour. So the one, and I'm spending maybe 2 hours to edit the video because I'm spending time to download, and then I'm spending time to edit, and then I'm adding other factors I'm adding. So let's say it takes me about 2 hours. So for that 2 hours on my laptop, I can open multiple tabs and play many different people's. So let's say I could play your video, I can play Pita's video, and I can play 10 other videos at the same time, correct? So for the 2 hours that I'm working, I can play a video that is for 2 hours. So that person will get 2 hours extra watch time. So that is what I have started doing, and I'm sure many of us are doing the same thing. And it started with looking at rosemary, but this leaving it on, I some or the other realized that leaving it on is not a very helpful thing, because your phone, your laptop, it goes off after some time, right? It goes off. But when you are busy doing some work, that's the best time. You can always come and just keep your computer going, like, you see the screen blank, you just tap a few keys, the thing opens up again, and then the video will continue. So, and if you're doing some work, like if I'm working for 2 hours editing, then for the 2 hours I'm at my laptop, so it doesn't close down, it doesn't shut down. So I'm still working, it's always open. So if I'm watching somebody else's videos or live stream, they are getting those full hours, they're getting those full 1 2 hours, whatever it is, they are getting it. So that's what I have found useful now. When you're working at your laptop, to leave some other channels on so you can give support. So I'm waiting for your channels. Like Pitas, of course, I went through the whole. I chose a time to look at the whole video. I would like to look and see what you know if I can give some any tips about anything to improve or something. And same way, y'all can always give me also. It's not like I'm helping y'all. Y'all can help me. Y'all can look at my videos, and if you feel that there was something lacking or something not good or something I could have improved on, you're free to tell me. I'm always open to constructive criticism. But that's how we grow, right? That's how we grow. Pita used to tell me many things also, about my videos before she joined uh, YouTube. She used to always tell me, I think this was not correct, I think that was not good. uh, so she used to tell me like a lot of stuff. So it helped me, like, to go back and check my videos. Okay, how could I have improved on this? Could I have done something better? So yeah, I'm open to it. So don't hesitate. Okay, if you feel, when you see something of mine and you feel that I might have been able to do something better in some area, do tell me what it is. Do tell me what it is so I can do it. Now, like the other day, Pita asked me, oh, I she did Clipchamp, right? She edited in Clipchamp, and she said, oh, but sometimes my video is shot sideways. So how do I? So I told her the other day how to do it, but I think she had already fathomed out for herself before that, because she said, yes, I already found out. So, it's good. She's experimenting and she already found out what to do. So that was something good. So don't forget, you can always tell me, yes, Pita, I was talking about you. I was saying all the bad things about you. Okay, what else now? The video I made today is about saving money. Okay, I haven't had time to look at Pita's video. You mean the one about the car? About replacing the battery for the car? Is that the one you're talking about, saving money, or is that another video? Is that another video you made about saving money, Stephen? About the car only. Okay, saving money by doing the replacement yourself, right? Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing much in changing a battery, right? Once you disconnect the terminals, I think the battery just comes off itself. It's just like placed. It's not like fitted to anything. It's just like placed, like, there. So once you remove your terminals, only thing you must know how to put the terminals back again, properly. Put the charger, the red and the black cable, charge it properly. I think otherwise it's just lifting the battery off and putting a new battery there, you know. But yeah, for small things, we just take it to the mechanic and they charge us a big bomb, a big, especially like for us in the US, Canada, Australia, UK, like, Europe, we are paying a lot for this kind of service. Places like Thailand and Philippines and all, you can get it cheaper service, but we pay through our nose. So yeah, it was a good thing, good thing that you checked that out, a very good thing you did to check that out. So yeah, it's always nice, to see, and Google is always there. Google is always there. You can see the make of your car. You can see, what is to be done. Now, even my son, like that, is very interested, in the car services and all. He changes the tires. He changes the brake pads. Can you believe it? He's got nothing. No way he's got to lift the car, right? Except those damn things that you have, like, but he has used that. He has just used that, and just to raise the car a little bit. And he has even changed brake pads on the car. He has even changed brake pads, and everything he's done from Google. He's only learned from Google. He's only learned from Google. So there are a lot. Then we sometimes get all these red light warnings on our dashboard, right? On our dashboard, we get all these red light warning, and we do not know what the hell each of these red lights stand for. But he got a particular gadget. He got a particular gadget which he can attach somewhere, and it will tell him exactly what that particular red light is giving for. And then he can Google and find out, okay, how do I change this? How do I replace this? Or what do I do to, do it? But if you take it to a mechanic, you do not know what he tells you, and it can be a very simple matter, but he'll make it to be an extravagant work like he has to do, and you're paying him. And sometimes the part is very, very cheap. The part is very, very cheap, but they are charging for service, right? They are charging for service, labor, and labor is very, very costly. The part may be very cheap. You may spend $5 for a part, but that labor will be like $150, right? So you can save a lot. You can save a lot. So that is a nice video that comes out. I've seen that. I'll see if it comes again. I'll send you the link, and that is telling us simple things like, wipers, changing the wipers yourself. And they were saying you can buy those wipers for $2 in the market, in a store. You can buy those wipers for $2 and fix it yourself. Just remove the old one, put the new ones, and you have the new wipers. So many hacks, they gave so many hacks, which is, it saves you a lot of money doing it yourself. Stephen writes, parts stores wanted $254 for the correct battery, but I found a different one that would fit for only $59. Wow, see the difference, no? And if they wanted $250 for the battery, then can you imagine how much more they would take for labor, right, to fix it? And that too, you got a different one which fits, so you can imagine. I went to school for auto mechanics and actually worked as a mechanic when I was young. I have two. I have to post car lift in my work shop and do all my own work. I have a two post car lift. Okay, you have a two post car lift, so you can raise your car up and you can even see the undercarriage and do. Okay, that's what you mean. Right. Oh, so you have done also auto mechanic job. I mean qualification. You studied for it. Good, Steven. Good. You you can open your own garage. You can open your own garage when you retire. People around your area, having these huge areas, lots of land, and civilization is far away, correct? So you can get all the business, right? They can come to you instead of going all the way to town. They can come to you. Believe me, one thing, Stephen, I have helped. I think I can start it as a line of business, because I have really helped so many people with business ideas. I have a lot of, maybe I've got some business acumen somewhere, but I don't have the finance. I don't have the finance to start something of my own. So, but I give a lot of ideas. I give a lot of ideas to people. I have given, and they have benefited from it. They have benefited from it. So I could start consultancy about that. But like, I'm a jack of all trades. I'm a master of none. So, like, I can talk about a restaurant business, but I cannot really talk about the finer things about a restaurant, because I worked in a restaurant when I was very young, but I do not know the main, working of a restaurant, and in the back shop, like, in the back shop, like how do you know how much of quantity to order, and uh, I know they put everything back into the freezer and use it the next day. Many people are doing that. So, but I do not know literally how all that part of it works. I don't know. But basic things I do know, and I've been advising a lot of people, even in Thailand here. I advised two people about restaurants, but and cafes, but one did not want to accept any advice, and literally she ran into a lot of problems, and after a year she was ready to sell off. She was ready to sell it off. And I suggested to her, I said, don't sell it off. I said, because once you sell it off, it means the land on which it is also gone, you know and that is her land property, and she's got like a restaurant, a cafe, and she built her own house behind, and plus she got a lot of extra land. So I said, that's your land. So once you sell it off, once you sell off the business, it goes with the land, and so therefore your other things that you have over there are no use. That land is no use to you, because part of this is gone. So I gave her the idea. I said, why don't you lease it out? Why don't you lease your land? And I said, if you want, I'm ready. You tell me what are the terms and conditions, and you lease it out to me. She said, but you don't speak Thai. How will you manage the workers? I said, don't worry. I will use the translator, the Google translator. I will use that. But I think I have enough of an idea how to run the restaurant. But give me 14 days to come, because I want to do my costing. I want to do a proper costing. So I need 14 days to stay and visit your restaurant from morning till night. So I will make my own kind of. She said, I got all my books and records. I said, no, I will make my own books, my own records, and my own data. I want to do that my way, and I want to find out everything. But you will have to be honest with me and tell me about everything. How many dishes you sell, which dishes you sell, which is the, I want you to give me all that, because I have a different system, you know, of how to run it. So, uh, but then finally she went and leased it out to somebody else, was helping her to do some extra building on her extra piece of land that she has there. And then she was talking about, her restaurant and cafe. First, she said only the restaurant and cafe she will still run. Only lease out the restaurant. I said, okay, I'm taking our restaurant on lease. But then finally, she gave it to this guy to run the restaurant and the cafe, and he was giving her a much more lease money than what I was giving. But of course, that is what she asked me for. Like local currency, she said, I want 30,000 a month, and plus, blah blah for this and blah blah for that, and also it was coming up to about 40,000, 40,000 a month, like, so 40,000 a month would be around 10,000 peso, or 10,000 US, like, 10,000 US, it would be like about a little more than 10,000, but say roughly 10,000 US per month that she would be earning. And I was ready to take it on. I said, yes, I'm ready to take it on, because I know I can make it a success. You don't take my suggestions, but I can use my suggestion for myself, and I know it can be a success. But I just want to do the financial counting, and I need 2 weeks to be in your restaurant, from morning till night, and make my own, analysis of the data, and then I can give you a firm answer. So I was ready to take it on, but then she gave it for a better rate. She gave it to that builder guy, and she decided to give the restaurant and the cafe. So I missed out on that. I want to work, Stephen. I'm capable of working. I want to work, but you don't get visa. So I thought if I take on that, you know, so if I'm taking on that business, then of course I will get, the business visa, so that way. I told her also, you don't have to do that. You just hire me. You hire me as a consultant. I just told her that much. You hire me as a consultant. I'm ready to settle for a lower salary. I'm ready to settle for a lower salary, but everything will be in the contract that if I'm able to turn your business around and I'm able to give you a better business, then we'll agree on a mutual thing in the contract that then my salary will have to be raised to blah, blah, blah. If I give you a reasonable turnaround and profit. So I even told her, that way is better. You just hire me as a consultant and I will run your whole thing. You sit back and relax. I will run your whole business because I will need her for language. She knows a little of English. So, she could help me with the translation with the workers. It would be easier, right? So I said that that would be better than me taking over. But she didn't want that. She said she thought about it and better to lease it out and, not have problem. I said, okay, I'm ready to take that on. She said, how will you manage the language and all? I said, don't worry, I will manage it. I'm very determined like that, Stephen. I'm very determined. I can put my mind and hand to anything, you know, which I'm interested in doing. I can put my hand and mind to anything, to do it. Finance is the only problem. I don't have a finance to invest in that, but I was thinking even if I have enough finance if I have enough finance to, run for 3 months, enough finance for 3 months. 3 months is too little. You need enough finance for 6 months. But if she was running it for almost a year and she was managing quite okay, paying back the loan and everything, so I would be able to manage getting enough profit and pay from the profit. So I don't have to touch my salary, touch any savings or backup plan. You know, if she was able to be making as much money as she said she was making, I know I could make more money, and I would be able to pay her monthly fee, and plus have profits. Even if my profit was small, I did not mind because it's a profit, right? It's better than nothing. So but I wanted to get into the hang of that working. It was a good opportunity, but she didn't accept. And then the other people who were making my work permit, all lies they told me that they had started their restaurant. But when I finally went down there, I discovered that the restaurant is there. The restaurant is there. It's fully equipped. It's fully equipped with all the kitchen equipments, tables and chairs, everything it's equipped with. But they have not really started the business. And this finally came to light because I pushed them. Okay, you make a work permit for me. Then I had to go down. I had to sign some papers and all that for the immigration, and everything became a mess because it was all done in English and Thai. And then the officer said, "Oh no, it has to all be in Thai." So then the boy who was helping her son, who was helping me, he said, "Now I don't have time. I will fill it up later on and I will submit it." And then when he went to submit it, they were refused the visa because they said, how can we give you a work permit for somebody you're hiring when you don't have a business? You should first be having a business, then you can. And see, that's when finally now I came to know that they don't really have a business. They were just lying their way through. I don't know why, they were lying their way. I just cannot understand why. That's why I pushed them to make a work permit for me. I said, if I don't get the work permit, I am leaving Thailand. And they were negotiating with me for over a year. Over a year, they were just having some excuse or the other. Even the inauguration, I said, okay, when you're having the inauguration of your restaurant, please tell me. I will come down at my own expense. I will come. I will stay in a hotel at my own expense, but I will want to come for your restaurant to see it. And then they gave some excuse or the other. No, we started the restaurant, but it was not possible. We had a very small ceremony, and I always felt there was something shady going on. And finally, it came to light. They don't even have their business. Now what it is, oh, you left Thailand. Okay, when our business is set up and all, is it okay if we make a visa for you, then you will come? So I said, yes. You set up your business and you make a work permit, and if you get a work permit, I will come. Yeah, if I'm not really having a job, I will go and work for them, because I will get a good salary and I will be able to help them, a lot. I have very good ideas, Stephen. Very good ideas I have. That's why I keep telling, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? When you retire, you can. Of course, I do not know the logistics. I do not know the area. I do not know if something will work or not work. That's why I have to go and see. Even that other lady, I went. Uh, I told her I want to come and see your place. But she used to send me. She used to send me every day, every week, whenever progress of the building, of the construction. She used to send me, and I would tell her so many times. Why don't you change this? Why don't you do that? Something she would listen, but majority no. And then, last minute she saw somewhere some beautiful European contemporary design, and then she tore down whatever she had done and then she constructed new. And I told her, no, that is not the right way to do it. No matter how good you think it will look better, that's not the right way. You will go over your budget. And that is why she soon got fed up, because she had gone over her budget. She had to repay so much money to the bank, and she was finding it, a hard task, running it all by herself, because she's got two sons. They have their own business. One boy might help sometime, but he was not really interested, and she was separated from her husband, divorced. So, but she has a mind of her own. So let it be, it's her business, it's her money. What am I worried about? Correct. You take my advice, okay. You don't take my advice, that's your problem, not mine. And she did face problem. I told her, you see how much you will face problems, you will suffer. And that is what exactly happened. I said, because this is not how you run your business. You have to have your plan. You have to have a business plan. You have to set it out. You have to have a 3 to 5 year projection. All these things are important. What we call a feasibility study in our country, they hardly bother about doing a feasibility study. They don't bother about all these countries. Philippines also, they are not really inclined to do a feasibility study. But it is so important, to do a feasibility study with at least a 3 to 5 year projections. I have done two of them. I have done two of them for Dubai, for starting schools. One was to take a ready, it was almost a ready construction school. Fewer things had to be completed. And second one I did was from scratch, right down to buying the land in Dubai, right down to buying the land, because there was a place called Al Warka, and the government gave that land out for all school zones. So many schools were coming up in the area. So right from buying the land right up to the finished school, like I made a whole plan, a whole projection for the cost of the land, the cost of building, the school, the area of the school, the playgrounds, the labs, everything with furniture. And also I did a full costing of that. I did a full costing, this. And that school, they wanted to have it as a Canadian run school, Canadian. And we would have been the first one, but they dilly-dallied, and already another Canadian school came up. And I did all that, and my brother was angry, furious with me, because I did all that free of charge and gave it to them. And my brother said, you don't do that, that costs money, that costs time. You are spending time, to do all that. It needs money. But I said, let it be. I just, do. And even then, with all the plan that they had the plan, but they never implemented it finally. They did not build the school. So, it's that way. You can have all the plans, but what's the use? You have to have the incentive to do it. You have to have the skill, the motivation to do it. Or you have to get somebody else, right? Use the plan and get somebody else. But they didn't finally do it. Another school beat them to it. So that was it. Portioning of menu items is very important skills in a restaurant business. Yes, Stephen, when I was, years back, I was like doing a lot of research, and even the menu card, the layout of the menu card, what dishes you're putting first, what dishes you're putting at the top, what dishes you're putting in the corner, it's all everything about what catches the person's eye. Where in the menu card are people first looking at something, so even a menu card has to be designed in a particular way. So it's even that, forget about the food proportioning and all, but even that has to be, the menu card has to be laid out in such a way, certain of your signature dishes, yes, your signature dishes have to be positioned in the right place on a menu card so that they will attract the attention of the person, first thing when they are looking at some things, like then the pricing of it, the pricing of it, there's so many things even about a menu card, so no, I've always like my first passion in school was to do catering. I wanted to join the catering college and I wanted to do hotel management. That was my first love, hotel management. But when I went to find out, I was a commerce and account student in school. But when I went to find out, the catering college said you must have science. You must science. But I had studied science. Last I studied science was in grade 8. When we go to ninth standard, so 9, 10, and 11, senior Cambridge, so 9, 10, and 11, we had to go into different streams: arts, commerce, and science. So I didn't take the science stream because I don't want chemistry, biology, physics, and all. So I didn't take the chemistry stream. I didn't like the art stream because that was history and geography and all. I didn't like that. So I was good in math, and I was always like kind of business inclined. So I said, let me do my accounting and commerce. So I went into that line. So when I went to the college, they said, no, you don't have any science subjects. I said, yes, because I'm an arts and commerce student. And much later on, about maybe 5 or 6 years, 7 years down the line, then I heard that now they are accepting people from any walk of life because they added a particular science as a subject. Now, why you just add science as a subject for what? In the hotel industry. So anyhow, they added science as a subject in their curriculum, and therefore you could do it. But by then I had already gone into teaching and also then finished. That was my line change. Now I said, now I'm a teacher, forget about that. Because you have to start from scratch, in the hotel industry. You have to start from scratch and then you rise, You go through every department, you work in every department, so you rise. And then finally, you can be a top person somewhere because you have gone through the ranks and you know everything how it works out. So that was my main thing: hotel and hospitality industry. That was my main uh, priority when I was in school. I wanted to do that, but it didn't work out for me. But since then, I've always been, interested, and I always read information. I never knew anything about POS, POS, POS. I never knew. Okay, but yeah, all these systems, I do not know how they work. I still do not know how the cash register works, except for Walmart. I knew how that cash register worked, but like in the hotels and all, I do not know how the cash register works. How do they feed in the data? I don't know personally. Like, I don't have any clue about those working conditions, so if I'm to advise people, I wouldn't know. But yes, I would tell them, get a good POS system, and I could recommend some of the companies which are having the good POS system and those kind of things. I can recommend them too. But today I guess all that you can find on Google anyhow, right? You can find on Google. But if I had the opportunity to, just go back to see and learn, somebody has a restaurant and they allow me, yes, you can come into my restaurant, you can see how it's functioning, how it's working. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. For me, there's no end to learning. I'm ready as long as my hands and my mind, as long as this is working, I'm ready to learn anything new. I'm ready to learn anything under the sun. I don't mind. I'm not really good with my hands. I'm not good with, like, I can repair a light bulb, I can repair few things around the house, but I'm not a handyman. Okay, let me put it that way. I'm not a handyman. Okay, so uh, when I buy stuff from IKEA and I put it together, I will always have some spare parts lying around. I followed everything, but I have spare parts. And my wife used to say, no, if you have certain parts, they all have to go into it. Then what she started doing, and taking out the whole thing and doing it again is a pain in the butt. But so what I started after that was like she would be reading it out, she would be figuring it out, and she would tell me what to do and where to put it. And finally, I said everything has gone into place. So it made a difference, right? Everything went into place. But when I'm doing it, I get a lot of spare things. So I'm not really a handyman from that point of view. Now, I don't like cooking, but I'm cooking. I'm cooking, all right. But people appreciate. They like the taste. My daughter said the chicken came very nice today. The other day I made okra, and she said the okra came very nice. She said, "Daddy, very tasty it is." And if something is wrong, she will tell me it's wrong. But usually they know I have been cooking good food. Not as good as my wife. No, she was excellent. She was excellent. But yeah, like when she was not well and she couldn't cook at all, like, okay, so we had the open plan kitchen, right? And we always have US, Canada, all these countries have the open plan. So I used to be in the kitchen and she used to be sitting in the living room, and it was big open space. And I would just tell her, okay, so what all do I have to put? So she put this, put so much of this, so much of that. Sometime I will bring it, is this much enough? Yes, okay. So I used to follow her recipe, but the food never used to taste as good as what she used to do using the same ingredients. So, and I always say you can give two people, but when they cook, it will taste different. The food will taste different. It's all in the hands, no? They say all in the hand. So I'm not really a handyman, but yes, I can manage. And if I have to cook something, I take interest. And like in Canada also, I just started making shooting, on camera. I used to keep my camera lying against something. It was very convenient, and I used to cook, and I used to take out a lot of videos about that. So now it became useful when I started my YouTube channel. So it became useful, and many people have written to me, "Hey, why don't you put up some more? Why don't you put up some more cooking?" Like today, we were talking, and my grandkids chef. Huh? He's a real chef in the US. He's a real chef. And he gave a comment. He gave a comment and said, "Oh, just yesterday I made, or last week or something," he said, "I made Caesar salad. And now you have made it too." Now, I didn't know my salad was called Caesar salad. And the kids also were saying, "Oh, grandpa, but you use this, but Caesar salad should have blah, blah, blah." They knew about it. I still don't know. And they said, like, oh, one second, somebody is at the door. Somebody locked the door. Did anyone lock the door? Who locked it? Huh? Okay, locked it. How are you, baby? Yeah, so, yeah, my daughter's just come home. So, it's like that. So, oh my God, we have spoken for a long time. I'll end the live stream now because my daughter's come also. So let me spend some time with her. Okay. So take care then. Let me put in a thank you note, and thank you so much, Stephen. You have been here till the end, and Pitar also here till the end. Thank you so much. Uh, I'm just contemplating putting up a premiere maybe later tonight. Okay, later tonight, a premiere about my cooking. It's just a premiere, so the video will be playing and we can just have a chat. It's for 1 hour. My premiere is for 1 hour. So either I'll do it for tonight or I'll put it up for tomorrow. Let me think about the time difference, time difference, or let me put it up for the weekend. So it's just a 1 hour, 1 hour, some minutes. Okay, 1 hour, some minutes. Hello, Ia. How are you, Ia? You still have your cough? So, yes, thank you so much. We had a very wonderful discussion and it was very interesting. So, I will take off now. So, love you all and God bless.